Hello and welcome everybody. It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Great to see you. Yes, so going to be using that lovely Stamp One Sheet Wonder that I created on whatever night it was. Wasn't last night, maybe the night before. Was it Wednesday? I don't know. Anyway, great to see you all. So I've already picked out a few pieces of paper, DSP, that I think might match this project, and also got my trimmer, got the backing paper of the Stampin Up DSP, which I always use as a kind of like board base for creating these types of journals. So if you've never kind of joined me before, hello, welcome. I'm an independent Stampin Up demonstrator here in the UK. I love showing you how to create lovely things from paper, cardstock, ink, stamps, punches, dies, all those lovely things. And if you have any questions whatsoever about the products I'm using, about my process, please don't hesitate and either leave a comment in the description below, in the space below, or head over to your email and email me directly, ruthtrice@gmail.com. So let's see if that will come up. Oh, there it is. Ta-da! There we go, ruthtrice@gmail.com. There's my email address. Please feel free to email me if you need to. Or in the description is all the links to Instagram, Facebook, where else? My book when for my classes, and I feel like I'm competing. I can hear my son shouting upstairs because he's gaming. Honestly, I don't think he realises how much his voice carries, but there we go. My poor neighbours. Right, hi Judy, Susan, Terry, Margaret, Janice, hello, Heather, Lisa, Vicky, Shaz, hello. Oh, thank you, Shaz. I washed my hair, that's what it is. I washed my hair today, so I've got my hair down. Got my yellow earrings in, look. Ta-da. Right, that's it. Okay, let's get straight to it. We've got a lot to do tonight, and yeah, got to keep an eye on my phone battery levels because I was charging it from 0 earlier. So, all right, sorry, desk looks like a little bit of a mess, but I will explain what I have been getting ready. So this is the paper that is the inspiration for this evening. It's what I stamped the other day, and I have a piece of cardboard that is cut from the backing paper that comes when you order the scrapbooking 12x12 paper, or the DSP as Stampin' Up like to call it. We call it designer series paper, DSP for short. Let's get some light there. And I have pulled out some vintage Stampin' Up. No, this is Stampin' Up lacy laser cut stuff from a few years ago. Pulled that out, and also some colours that I think may match. I may pull some other things out too. We'll have a look to see what else I've got, but anything that kind of like goes with that whole kind of like pinky purpley theme. Right, so first of all, let's deal with the cover. So I've cut this piece of cardstock 10 inches by 6 inches, and then the DSP, oh, I've cut that a bit too small, haven't I? I wasn't meant to do that small. That's a bit tricky, isn't it? Oh, might have to find another bit. Hold on. I'll have to use that for something else. Oh, that was a bit silly of me. That pink go. Not sure about that. I might go for something else. go with that one instead. Let's see if that's big enough. I was being a little bit too overzealous earlier and I cut that piece of paper the wrong size. Oh well, there we go. Oh, there we go. Whew, I'm warm. Just see if I've got a hairband I can use. I usually try and keep a spare one. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's just get on with it. Right, which side do I want? I'm going to go with that side. Much as I love the gold, I think it's going to be better to go with this one. Oh, now, just going to loosen up the fibres a little bit. All right, so the first thing to do is just to put a little bit of glue all across here. And then pop that down. I'm going to smear it around a little bit. There we go. My bone folder. Oh yes, how did your store go, Janice? Hi Susan, hi Pippa. Oh, I'm glad you could make it. Where are you based again, Pippa? Are you UK or somewhere else? And what part of the world are you from? I've seen you on the lives a couple of times now, so I feel I can ask you that question. You may have actually answered that before and I've just forgotten. Apologies. Hi Cheryl. Portsmouth. Ah. Oh, who do I know that's down that way? Are you a demonstrator then? A Stampin' Up demonstrator, that is. Alright, so now that's glued on and I've folded all my edges in and cut off the corners. I'm just going to stick down the top and the bottom sections. This is a fairly easy process. If you've never done this before, I do recommend you having a go. I'm just going to flip that over because it just makes it easier to run one's hands over. Oh, it's Heather that lives near. Oh yes, we've got weddings coming up. This wedding season is upon us, isn't it? Oh, okay, Pippa. Oh, have you not got a demo near you then? Oh well, I can demo for you, Pippa. Did you know that I do online Zoom classes, if you're interested? That's my kind of solution for not living near every single one of you. So I do have a grungy stamping one coming up, if you like that kind of dark, moody type of stamping. So I've got one of those coming up on the 12th of July. Alright, so while I'm here, I think what I'm going to do is just mark the middle, because I'm going to have to do some eyelets at some point. And I'm wondering whether it's just easier to do it now. Right, where's my pencil? Who's got my pencil? Or maybe I won't use a pencil. I'll just use a thingy. Stylus. Took me a second, didn't it, to figure out the word, but anyway. So I'm marking, so halfway point, 5 inches in, because this is 10 inches wide. I'm marking an inch in from the top, an inch in from the bottom, and in the middle there. So the reason I'm doing that is so that I know where to aim for when I'm having to punch my holes and also put my eyelets in later. So that's why I'm doing that. Then while I've got this flipped over, I'm wondering now whether to use either this paper or... Did I cut myself a piece? No, I didn't cut myself a piece earlier. I'm wondering whether just to use that to do my liner now. I like the contrast, the high contrast there. We've got this lovely dark green paper with the pink. Quite like that. Well, I did cut out a piece earlier, but never mind. I'll just use this one. So basically this piece of paper measures 1/4 of an inch smaller on each side. There we go. Oh, tell Heather to refresh, go back out and come back in again. Thank you guys. All right, let's get this glued on. Good morning, Miss Monica. Oh, how lovely, Heather. All right, I'm going to set this aside to dry because I know that as soon as I want to start curving that middle section, the paper will want to move. So it's better to let the paper dry before you start doing that. So I'm just going to stick it under here. Now you have to remind me where I put it. I put it underneath my grid paper. I just know what I'm like. All right, let's cut up then my pieces of paper that are going to make my signatures. I'm going to do 2 signatures, and so I've just got A4 paper here, and what I tend to do is cut it in half. So I'll cut it down to 5 and 5 3/4 and 5 3/4. I should do it a bit smaller. You know what? I'm going to take it down to 5.5 inches or 14 centimeters, whatever you prefer. There we go. And then I'm going to fold this in half. And fold this one in half. Now I do offer a class on this if anyone's interested, but I need to gauge interest of who would be interested to do this as a class with me. So what I do is I have 2 signatures just sitting off to the side here, and then I grab all the different bits of paper and things that I feel kind of match a little bit the DSP, my own stamped one sheet wonder that I did. So I've just got it off to the side there to remind me that, yeah, what I'm doing. And then what I do is I cut up pieces of DSP to fold and put into my signatures. So I'm actually going to cut these at this piece at 3 inches, because I'm going to do 2 of these are going to go in each signature. So got those. And then I think I might have 2 of these at 4 inches. Oh, I guess I could cut that in half. Do that roughly at 3 inches. Right, there we go. Then I've got this paper here. It's kind of like flowery paper. So I'll cut that at 6 inches. And then again cut that at 3. 1, 2, 3. And I want to pop a little bit of this lovely vellum that's got hearts on it. So I'm going to maybe put a couple of those in. Cut those up before. Save that for a rainy day. Then I remembered I've got this stuff. This is fun, isn't it? This would be really fun to put in. So cut that off. Actually, it might be fun to have a torn edge. Right, there we go. How much have I got of this? That's just over 8 inches of that, so let's cut that at 4 inches. So I'll have a piece each in each signature. Then I did notice I quite like this paper, but I only kind of want that. I might leave that out actually. What was the other thing I had? Oh, this vellum. Yeah, that'll do. All right, so now I've got all my little bits and pieces ready. What I'm going to do is sort them out into 2 piles so that I have the same in each signature. Now you don't have to do it this way. I just like to be a little bit organised and try and have some kind of balance to the 2 signatures. So a signature is basically a cluster of pieces of paper that get sewn together to put into a book or a journal. All right, so thank you. Oh, Terry asked what's a signature. Haha, there we go. I must have telepathically heard you there, Terry, because I didn't even look up and read your comment. All right, so then what I do is take one of the folded pieces of paper, and what I like to then do is fold these elements up, and I like to stagger them sometimes, not to always have them exactly folded in half, although that is fine, you can do that if you want to, but I just like having lots of variety in the signature. Now the thing to remember is not to have any one of them protrude really from the size of the white paper. So that's the only thing you have to remember. Yeah, the sunflower paper is real fun, isn't it? I made that the other day. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on. I see the chat, but not Ruth. Oh, that is so weird. Wonder why that's the case. If I message Heather directly, let's see if that will work. Yeah, that's a good idea, Terry. Yes, thank you for saying that, Shaz, to her. Brilliant. That's what I was going to suggest. Yeah, it might need a full reboot. Sometimes I have to do that on my computer when my software, you know, sometimes I have some issues with my software for actually just broadcasting on YouTube, and I have to just start it again. Right, now I do have this lace panel, but I need to be very careful how I fold this. There we go. Well, that's going to be interesting at that point there. I have to accept that sometimes these things might just break, and that's just the way it is. All right, so put that in there. And on there. Right, I've got this spare one to fit in somewhere. Oh yeah, that'll do. Okay, so that's one signature. I'm just going to peg that together for a minute so I don't lose any of the pages. And then I'm going to play with this one now. So again, folding them up. Hi Candy! YouTube is having lots of minor issues these days. Even saw here it was changing people's names. Yes, sometimes the names show up as a little bit like gobbledygooky, but I think it's because of whatever their code is. Sometimes that happens, and then it kind of writes itself, and then you can see the name that they've chosen. Yeah, it's computers, isn't it? They have off days just like us. It's Kenzie, but it's not Kenzie. Is Heather back in here now? Alright, now this one will be easier to fold over. It's not as detailed. I knew I was taking a bit of a risk with that other one, but there we go. Right. Oh, I've just remembered I meant to do some stamping. Oh, sorry, I just knocked the thing. Oh well. I think there's enough detail. Right, I tried to make them each one a bit different. I don't want things to fall in exactly the same place that I did the other one. I'm not sure if I want that one there. I might leave that one out, you know. Alright, so I have now got my 2 signatures with my pieces of paper all kind of together and where I want them. And so what I need to do now is punch some holes so I can start stitching. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I have a needle and thread at the ready. Pushing those down really tight. Clip those together. Right, I'm hoping that my trusty needle that I use for this is nearby. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Oh, there it is. And my twine. Oh no, what am I doing? No, before I do that, I've got to punch holes in my cover. But I'll do that in a sec. Let me get some twine out first. Have I got anything purpley? Not really. I might just have to go for white. Let's go for white. Right, where is my cover? Oh! No, I was going to put this on. This is going to go on the cover. I was thinking whether or not to put some of those in the middle, but no, I'm not going to do that. Where did I put it? Oh, under here. I told you to remind me, didn't I? Right, I'm making a tag with Butterfly Brilliance and use a large bubble bath and white striped as a base. The girl that I'm making for us for pink, black and white and butterflies. Ah, hey Heather, she's back. Please let Ruth know in the chat if you want to do a junk journal class. Oh, thank you. Alright, so I want to try and curve this bit of paper and card that I've stuck down. Now, this always does happen. You do get a bit of crinkling, unfortunately. Now, there is a way of trying not to get a bit of crinkle by scoring, so I could do it that way. Let's see. So I would score at 5 inches and then move up the cardstock 1/8 and score again and move up 1/8. Score again. Let's see how far that goes. Or maybe another couple. So do 1/2 inch of like scoring every 1/8. Then turn it around. So I scored it there, so I'm going to move it up 1/8. Oh, you'd only need what I'm using right now. So you'd only need a needle, thick needle, thread, what else? Yeah, everything that I've used today. You don't necessarily I'm going to be using a big crocodile, but you don't have to have that. That is only like if you really want to have a sort of a eyelet finish. But yeah. Oh, just do it, Kim. Your work is so lovely. No, Kim gets I don't know, she all gets a bit freaked out about doing it. Alright, so I'm just trying to curl that over a little bit. Yeah, so the tool that I'm about to use, you do not have to have this. You can just make holes with a needle. You just need a really good darning needle. But because I want to put an eyelet on here, this is why I'm using this. So remember I marked it earlier, so that's why I know exactly where to put my holes. Right, I need some nice eyelets. Oh, do I want those ones? Oh, maybe I do want those ones. Right, so I'm going to be doing the setting now, so you have to move that over. Then you need to pop that under there. And then give it a good old push. Where is that from? Oh, can I zoom out a bit? Yes, of course. There we go. Where is that from? Oh, maybe Amazon? I don't know. can't remember where I got it from. It might have been Amazon. It's called the Big Bite. What's it called? The Crocodile Big Bite. Alright, so it squishes the eyelet so that it sets it like that. But as I said, you don't have to have one of these. You can get away with just making a hole with the needle. Now, I need to use a strip of paper to mark out how I'm going to do my holes. On my thing. So I'm just putting that piece of strip there, that strip there, and I'm just putting a mark in between all the eyelets like that. So this is where pegs come in really useful, because sometimes you just cannot, you know, you haven't got enough fingers to hold things together as you're doing stuff. Sometimes you need more than one peg. There we go. Right, so that's my little template. I'm going to come in a bit closer now for this bit. So earlier, because I folded that around the edge of that, and this is wider than my paper, I have to kind of figure out, I've got to eyeball what the middle is on here. So pop that around like that. Okay, so I need to make holes here. And here. Oh, that's a tough one because that's got a lot of paper to go through. Ooh, there we go. And then that. Okay. Right, so that's one done. So I'm just making sure all my pieces are where I want them to be, because when you're making the holes, obviously that kind of holds in place all the different pieces of paper. So there we go. Oh, I'm just starting to run out of traditional pegs now, so I'm going to have to use my old-fashioned ones. Okay, so my little guide is going back on, like that. Where's my new... Oh, there it is. Ooh. That has slightly gone off center, but gonna have to go with it. No. Go. There we go. Right, all those holes are now made. So now to thread my needle. Now to figure out how much thread you need to get the measurement between the holes, and I kind of want enough to do a bow, so I'm going to allow that section to do a bow. Then I need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bit extra to do my bow at the end. Then thread the needle. I was doing some cross stitch yesterday. I've recently taken it back up, and my daughter was laughing at me because I took some reading glasses in to my front room, and I was wearing them over the top of my glasses that I'm wearing now. And she was like, "Oh, Mum, you look like a caterpillar." There we go. Right, so now this is how we do it. We're going to put the needle through the middle one. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a little bit of masking tape. I love this blue masking tape, it's great. I got it at my local Aldi. Just going to tape that onto there so it doesn't fall through. Okay, now sometimes when you do your arranging of your pieces of paper, there may be a right or a wrong way, so you do have to decide which is your right way and which is your wrong way. But as this is all kind of... Oh, actually, my little hearts need to go the right way up. So, yeah, so this is going to be up, top, bottom. All right, so I'm going to put my needle through the middle hole. Like that. And back out. Sometimes you need to give it a wiggle. Get it through. Because there's a lot of paper to get through. There we go. And then it doesn't matter which side you choose first. You then need to go either left or right. And you poke it through. And then through the outside. And then you're going to go off to the opposite side, right down to the bottom. And then you need to poke your needle back through that end hole, the one that you made earlier. Now you should find that the holes should be aligned, but you know, allow for user error, as they say. So sometimes you might just have to kind of have a look at what's going on with the paper. So just to sort of rethread that back through. So I'm kind of like splitting it and doing it individually, really. Oh, there we go. That's gone through now. All right, now this is probably the trickiest thing to do, because you've got to put the needle back through that middle hole. But this time you've got to make sure that you're not splitting the thread in any way. So by having it like taped off to the side a little bit, it kind of helps. Although that's not super taut, so let me just pull that through a bit tighter. There we go. And actually, I think it would be helpful if it's on the other side. I'm going to pull that over to there. Okay, so I've got to get that needle back through that middle hole, but as I said, I do not want to split the thread. Don't want it going through, passing through the thread itself, if it can be helped. If it does, don't over worry about it. As long as everything's pulled tight, it should be all right. But as I said, I'm just going to try not to. Oh no, that's not wanting to go. Right, bear with. Oh, it feels like it's coming through another hole, but anyway, I've made a new one. Oops. All right, it's through. It's through. Right, that's the right way up. So then I've got the first the thread that's going in coming from one side of that middle thread, and then I've got this one coming through the other side. So now I'm going to cross over and pop that back in. And now this time grab the other signature and poke through like so. Oh, come on. That elusive middle hole. And again, go down through the side. Or the left, rather. And out. Oh, let me just double check I've got this the right way up. Where's my hearts? Yes, my hearts are the right way up. Then back through the other side. I can unclip these. And then back through here. Nope. That's through. Right, any questions? No? Hi, Jenny. Oh, you're 16. Oh, she bought lots of little gifts and wrapped them. Oh, that's lovely. I'm so glad she did that. I still got your presents here, Jenny. Right, just just going to do that one first. Because it's, again, you've got to be careful not to split that thread. Hi, Annika. Alright, so I'm just trying to pull everything tight. It does look like I've split the thread at some point, so I'm just going to pull that out. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a... Oh, here we go. Right, there we go. Oh no, then that one's loose. Oh, there we go. Right, that's all tightened up now. Oh no! Uh-oh. You know what, rather than risking it break again, I'm just going to redo that bit. Not my day today for this, is it? I feel like I might be doing a step wrong somewhere. It just feels like this was a bit harder than usual. I'll have to go back and watch my videos and see if I'm doing something wrong. I mean, I suppose I could have, rather than making the holes with a needle, I could have made it with a crocodile, but I don't ever remember doing that in the past. Does anyone remember me doing that? Oh, shut Shaz, I've just remembered you sent me that lovely kit for my birthday that I haven't played with yet. Right, I've got an extra bit of thread, but I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, wait. No, we just use a needle. Oh, you always make it. Oh, Candy. Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right. I usually use my piercing tool, don't I? That's what I do. Oh. Thank you. I wondered why this was being a bit more complicated. All right, I'm just going to tie everything together. I'm not worried about it too much. Ah, thank you, Jeanne. Hi, Deb. Nice to see you. All right. Okay, right. Is there something hanging out? Are we okay? No, I think we're all right. Are we all the right way? No, that feels a bit loose. That is loose, in fact. Oh, no. I didn't check the inside. Right, always double check. Oh, goodness me. This is the Ruth showing you how not to do it video, okay? So you should always check that the everything is tightened up. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. Just trying to loosen that knot. There we go. All right, let's do that again. Now, why is that so loose? Right, that's that bit. That's that bit. That's that. Okay. Oh no, that's that bit. Okay. All right, that's a bit tighter. All right, that'll do. That'll do. I'm not faffing anymore. yeah, having a bigger hole to aim for would definitely have would have helped not to cause the problem that I had. So basically what I kept saying about, oh, don't split the thread, that basically happened. And so that's what's caused my issues, because I didn't use my piercing tool. There we go. Right, now, the whole reason I've made this is so that we can show off this lovely paper. And I was going to put that, a panel of that in the middle, on the front and the back. And then also have some kind of way of fastening this. So I usually like to put a ribbon across there. So let's see what nice ribbons I have to use. So that. Got that lovely look at that organza purple. And then some of that lovely fresh Freesia. Okay. Let's go for a 3 ribbon whammy. So I want enough to do a loop and a tie bit there to go round. So I'm going to need that amount. There. Then cut a similar amount from here. Put that back. And same again from this ribbon. Oh, Deb. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh. That is scary. So you're saying that you were poorly as the same time as your husband? Sorry, your dad. Oh. All right, so I want that to go through the middle like that. On either side of there. So what I like to do is use that thread that's in the middle there just to tie it around the ribbons, so I know that they're not going to go anywhere. Like that. And then I need to cut a piece of cardstock. I'm thinking a piece of Blackberry Bliss. Okay, go 3.5 by, I don't know, 3.5 by 5 maybe. I'll do that and then see how it looks. Oh, Cheryl, you as well. You poor thing. That is scary. Oh, Cheryl, that is hard. The Just a Note bundle would be great with this journal. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, what happened there? Oh well, I cut something wrong. Oh well, I'll just have to trim that off in a second. Take care, Heather. I think I stamped it on Wednesday. Okay, so what I'm going to do to make my life a bit easier is I'm going to actually tape down this ribbon. Just a little bit. It's just so that I'm not having to fight with it when I go to stick down my panel. Okay, do the same on this side as well. Okay, and pop that over the top. Oh, I'm nearly finished, Pippa. I've just realised I've taken all that tape off the back. And I haven't stuck these panels down yet. Okay, there we go. I've just got to stick these on. Right, thank you so much everybody for watching. Lovely to have your company tonight. And this was a fun little project to do. How long has it taken me? An hour and a quarter. So probably because I pre-cut out some elements. So if you want to tackle this, allow possibly 2 hours for this kind of project if you're not used to working so fast. Thanks, Pippa. Okay. So the reason I love using so many ribbons is so you get this lovely, very full, fun, full effect there. Now, although it's very tempting to maybe attach some beads and have things hanging off from here, it's actually really unhelpful when it comes to actually using your journal. So it's best to leave this quite flat. If you are going to add any beads, I suggest that you hang them, but so that they come clear of the bottom or the top of the book. So instead I am going to just tie a neat little bow here. See if I can do that. Actually, that's a bit short to do that with. I think I might tie the bow with the longer pieces because I want to do a double knot. There we go, that's a bit easier. Okay, That's nice and tidy. And then I'll just trim the other pieces. Okay, there you go. Give that another good rub. Make sure it's secured well. And there you have it. Fun junk journal. And I've still got a couple of panels. Well, I've got enough to do probably another one. Yeah, there we go. Right, shall we have a look at it? Yeah, seam binding is so fun, isn't it? Really fun. Right. So, we have there. Now, you can also put pockets in the front and the back if you want to. I'm not going to do that now because I haven't really got time, but you can do that. Why is that? Oh, that's just the paper. Okay. Right, there we go. Oh, that's possibly where another one could have gone. Oh well. If I cut that small enough, I might be able to fit that in. Oh, look, I've got that scrap piece. I like seeing the die cut against the darker. And there you have it. There we go. Thank you. Oh, Cheryl, I'm sure you could make one of these. I'm sure you could. So if you do want to make one, follow my instructions here, or if you just, I have done this a few times on my lives, so that you can, you know, watch different ways of doing it. But definitely the thing that I would have done differently was use the piercing tool to do the signatures. That was a silly mistake on my part that I'd completely forgotten to do. So there we go. So fun little junk journal there. Right, thank you so much everybody. Lovely to see you all. I am out of here. Take care for now everybody. Never in 2 hours. Oh. Well, you can sort of do all the cutting out like in one go maybe. And it is, once you've got your pieces of paper that all match each other, it's worth just, you know, quick cut them out. Don't overthink it. If you use the measurements I gave you, then of course you know you're going to end up with something very, very similar. So there we go. I did one with the book bundle One Sheet Wonder. Oh yes, yeah, I made that not so long ago, didn't I? Yes, I gave that to my daughter-in-law for her birthday. That one. So there we go. Right, are all the ribbons seam binding? No, they're not. So I've got the Fresh Freesia seam binding. Then the pink is the in colour from last was it last year, Pretty in Pink. It's sort of like that linen effect one. And then this colour, the Gorgeous Grape, that is retired. That's from a few years ago. It's like an organza sheer ribbon. So yeah, it's from a while back. So there you go. And it all kind of matches and coordinates really beautifully. So really pleased with that one. Right, lots of love everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Catch you guys again soon. Lots of love. Bye bye. I don't think there's anything else to tell you. Oh, apart from the paper. The paper, that's his current paper. It's that, oh, I can't remember what it's called. It's like that Valentine's stuff. But the others, some of the others are retired. So it's just a case of picking out things from your stash that fit. Happy Independence Day for tomorrow.